Good morning, students. Today we will revise the first poem of your honeysuckle book, and the name of the poem is A House, a Home. Students, this poem is written by Lauren M. Halley. Students, in this poem, the poet has told us the difference between a house and a home. He has told us what a house is and what a home is. So, listen to me very carefully. Students, a house is made of bricks, cement, stone, and wood. It has window glass, yard, chimneys, plaster, roof, and lots of doors. A house is made of bricks, cements, wood, stone. It has window glass, yard, chimneys, plaster, roof, and lots of door. Okay, but a home is made by loving and caring family members. A home is made by the family members, the loving and caring family members, the place where the family members live with love and care. And the family members are deeply attached to one another. They are deeply attached to one another, and all the members are very caring, and they have unselfish act. They have unselfish acts for all the family members, for all the members. So that is known as a home. So students, this is the difference between a house and a home, and it is given in your book. So revise this poem very carefully, learn the word meaning and the question answer of this poem. Okay, students, now we will revise the first chapter of supplementary reader book, and the name of the chapter is A Tale of Two Birds. Students, it is a story of a mother bird and her two young babies. So listen to me very carefully. There was a mother bird who was living with her two young babies in a forest. Their nest was in a tall and a shady tree. The mother bird took care of her two young babies. One day, there was a big storm in the forest. The strong wind blew down many trees. A large branch of a tree hit the nest, and the mother bird was killed. But fortunately, luckily, the baby birds got separated. One of them came near a cave where a gang of robbers lived, and the other bird came near the Rishi's ashram that was a little away from first bird. So students, days passed and the baby birds became the big birds. And one day the king came to the forest for hunting. He was chasing a deer in the forest. When he was chasing the deer, after some time he lost his way in the forest, and he was unable to know where he was. So, being tired, the king sat under the shade of a tree which was near the cave. As the king sat under the tree, suddenly the king heard a voice crying out, "Quick, hurry up! There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Otherwise, he would slip away." When the king heard this voice, he was quite amazed. He was quite surprised, and he looked up. When he looked up, then he saw that there was a big brown bird on the tree. The king immediately got on his horse and he moved from the place. After some time, after walking in the forest, he came to a clearing and it seemed to him that it was a rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and he sat there. Again, the king heard a soft voice, "Welcome to the ashram. Please come and take rest. Please make yourself comfortable. There's water in the pot. The rishi would be back soon." When the king looked up, then he saw that there was a big brown bird on the tree, and this bird was looking similar to the first bird. Then the second bird told the king that the first bird was his brother, but he had made robbers his friends. At the moment, Rishi, at the moment the Rishi came and he also welcomed and greeted the king, and he said to the king to take rest, and after that they would share the food. The king told the story of the two birds to the rishi. Then the rishi smiled and he explained that one is known by the company he keeps. The rishi explained that the first bird had always heard the talking of the robbers. That's why he was saying he was saying about robbery. He was saying to rob the king. But the second bird was living with Rishi. He was living near the ashram. That's why he behaved so nicely. He welcomed the king. So, dear students, the moral of this story is you should keep a company of good person, a company of good students, a company of good boys, because you will be known by your company. If you keep a company of good persons, good boys, good students, then you would be you will be good. And if you do not keep a company of good students, good boys or good persons, then you will not be known as good. So always make a company of good persons. Okay, so students, learn the word meaning, learn the question answer of this chapter, revise this chapter very well. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.